I came in trying to solve one problem, recovery time, and I left solving probably 5 more problems than I thought. Cycle syncing, recovery time, runner's trots, hydration issues. So there's not one thing that they solve because Ixcela is so educated and knows your body, they're able to solve a branch of problems. So I originally started working with Ixcela because I wanted to improve my recovery time post-Ironman. I've done 2 Ironmans prior to this, and my recovery time afterwards was up to, I think it was about a month before my body felt like I could get a workout in again. I was physically exhausted. I would get sick after each event, and I thought that this was the norm. I thought that this was okay that a month after an Ironman, because it's such a long and grueling event, that this is how everyone felt. I would actually see people on social media, like after a week of Ironman training, they would be training again for something else. And I'm like, how are they doing this? So working with Ixcela, I wanted to learn how to do this to shorten my recovery time. With the work of Rachel and the Ixcela dietitians, I was able then to develop a very strategic and personalized plan for what it is that my body needed to help support that recovery process. And that recovery process looked like very small things that I wouldn't think myself to change, but things that also aligned with who I am and aligned with my day-to-day life. So things like adding in extra sleep, taking a few extra supplements to support my brain function, making sure that I was properly hydrated. And I think the biggest thing that we worked on was leading up to the race was a very, very specific and detailed carbohydrate loading program that allowed my body to be 100% ready for race day, but also included enough of the nutrients and supplements that I needed to be recovered afterward. Post-race, I was sore for maybe a few days, maybe 1 or 2 days, but I would say within 4 to 5 days, I felt like myself again. I felt like I could work out again. I was completely shocked because I had a completely different experience. And I think this was solely because of all of the work that we did prior, where Rachel was able to learn about my body and customize and discover what it truly needed. And then leading up to the race, she could create a program that was very specific to what I liked. Chipotle was included into this program. I was able to eat Nutella and pretzels, all of my favorite snacks. And just that experience itself was amazing. And it made me actually want to do another Ironman again, because I didn't think you could feel this good after doing an Ironman. During my first 2 Ironmans, which I wasn't working with Ixcela, I had runner's trots bad. And I thought this was a normal process. I went to the bathroom probably 3 to 5 times on the bike and at least 6 times during the run. So during my Ironman, my 3rd Ironman, when working with Ixcela, I think I stopped to go to the bathroom 1 time. And it was because I ate something that I know I shouldn't have ate. If you're just starting out and you need guidance and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm about to tackle 10-hour workouts on the weekends, how the heck do I eat for that? If you don't have any background and knowledge, and starting with Ixcela when you're starting your base training is key, because then it's going to help support your training throughout the entire chunk. When we started this program, I was kind of in the midst of Ironman training, and then I was able to phase back into real life, into my non-Ironman self-life, but also use the Ixcela program to positively and easily integrate into my real life, where I realized that my day-to-day is just as important as when I'm training or not training for a race or event. And I think that because my day-to-day is improved, that then it improves my next training cycle or whatever it is that I have on the schedule. I've learned so much, and I'm just like, this whole thing was just amazing.